You ever wonder what's real and what's just smoke in the wind? Down here in Texas, we've heard the whispers. They say a president fell in Dallas and the truth got buried with him. They say men walked on the moon, but some folks swear it was all lights and cameras. There's talk of secret deals in desert towns, of flying saucers hiding where the tumbleweeds roll. They say the truth is out there, but out here under these white Texas skies, we know the truth ain't free. It's locked up tight behind steel doors and silver tongues. So saddle up, 'cause tonight we're diving deep. Dust on the highway, neon signs glow, stories in the shadows that nobody knows. From the oil fields to the old ghost towns, truth rides the wind, but it never slows down. Deep dive facts, where the shadows talk back. In the heart of Texas, truth rides the cracks. Dig through the dirt, past the lines and the tracks. We're chasing down secrets. Deep dive facts. They talk about.
Oh. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Beyond the Box, our deep dive facts editions. Hi, Brent. So tonight we're going to be doing a show about MK Ultra and government projects. So I think that between all three of us, we know enough about that. But we were off for a little while. Sherry went out of town, and of course I got sick. But we are back, and wow, it's been a while. How you doing, Chad?
Pretty good, thank you. Happy for it to be spring. Been out in the yard doing a little bit of work and yard work, all that fun stuff.
You know, my allergies are still trying to kill me. I wish I was outside doing some stuff. I went to the grocery store today.
Yeah.
$500 worth of groceries today.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not just for a week, is it?
No. It better not be.
No doubt. You never know nowadays.
I'll be showing my ass up at Mar-a-Lago going, Trump, feed me. No way.
I'll be behind you.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, no. Yeah, but we hadn't gone for a while, and I needed to get some stuff and replace some things. And, you know, and actually today was the first day I've actually gone to the grocery store. And I think I hadn't actually been to the grocery store in like almost 2 months. But I have to take my other wheelchair with me when I go to the store because it fits in the car. This one, my new one, does not. So I am on the lookout for a small trailer, and I got to get a hitch on the back of my car. So
You got your new one?
I do.
Awesome.
368.4 pounds by itself.
Dang.
Yeah.
Watch out,
Yeah.
Putin.
I know. I had to order a satchel type thing to put him in to carry him on me when I go somewhere, because the pedals on this thing, they go down so he could sit on them, but they're at a little bit of an angle and he's really not too sure about them. So he's kind of afraid of it. So I bought this thing that goes around me, and all four of his legs go in the little holes, and I can support him. And then there's a strap on the top of it, like he's a handbag.
Aw.
So I'm hoping I get that before my appointment on Wednesday, but you know, it's the way it works, and be carrying him around like he's a purse or something.
He's
Fat
a
boy.
pocket pooch.
Yeah, a pocket pooch. I wish he was a pocket pooch. He was supposed to be a pocket pooch, but unfortunately, he likes to eat. Like me, I guess. I don't know. Well, he eats my food anyhow. But so we are going to get into this. You know, we know that like back in the 50s, and I think even before that, our governments were doing mind control stuff, and they started off doing it with like LSD and stuff like that to do things. And they ended up finding out that they could save a lot of money on drugs by torturing young minds and fragmenting their brains, so that they can control them. They can do, hi Chris, they can do doggone it, I was on a thought and I threw myself off. They tortured them to fragment their brains to be able to make them super soldiers, be able to make them do remote viewing, all kinds of different stuff like that. Our government, and they said that they stopped that, what, in the 70s, Chad?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was. No, and it's still going on today.
1972. Yeah, I got the CIA documents. That was some of them that were released from them. It's like, I don't know how many pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have there was like 1,200 essential records, and one of the most infamous and abusive programs in CIA history. That's what it says. I highlighted everything.
Chris, I got it on Amazon. Do you really think that Steve would like that? Chris has got a friend named Steve, and he knows I'm afraid of him because he's a little person. So he wants to know where I got that thing for Putin so that he could find one for Steve. He can carry him around.
Oh my
God. Oh my God. Yeah, 1972 that they stopped it, but they never did. It's still going.
Okay.
Yeah, they had code names, Bluebird, and then Chad talked about Artichoke too.
Yeah.
Or two of the code names.
They preceded MKU a little bit. Yeah. And they each have their own things that they claimed to have done, but the ultimately, I forget what it was called, the church committee or something like that, that shut MKU down. They burned all their records. So there's a lot that we don't know what happened, but their main goal was for mind control, interrogation methods, and behavioral manipulation. And that was because, you know, when you send a spy over, you know, allegedly, you don't want them to be, you want them to not be able to be manipulated, I guess.
Right.
You know, so what it says though is, and it says there was 149 sub projects. Now this is what kind of made up the MKU. MK Ultra was all these sub projects, and they were conducted through universities, hospitals, and research institutes. And I believe there was even a hospital with a private room with its own doctors. It was like a hidden room.
Oh yeah.
And nurses in the hospital where they were doing some of these things. And you're right, Project Bluebird and Artichoke, and we'll talk a little bit about those. Yeah. And so allegedly it stopped, but we're going to explore that. So we'll follow what they say is on the book a little bit, just so
Right.
we have a clear understanding of it. But I got videos, you know, of that we can look at of like little shorts and stuff of celebrities tweaking out, like face spasms in weird ways, or just staring in a blank stare. Um, I'm sorry, these lights are
Well,
just not cooperating.
they used a lot of
There.
times they use like code words and stuff. Hi Sage, hi Julie, hi Jason.
Right? Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean what they did was sickening. What they're still doing is sickening. You would think our government had better things to spend money on other than torturing people.
Mhm.
Yeah,
and they didn't necessarily. Well, they kind of tortured people. There were certain, but they didn't.
Get him, Kiki.
They didn't like drive nails up people's fingernails. They weren't torturing them. I mean, to what we know, but that's not on the books. And again, they were destroyed. Let's see. Like they tested them even on their own people. So they were testing it even on the CIA. That's what started it, and then Frank Olson jumped out a
Yes.
window,
Yep.
and then they started hiring prostitutes to go get civilians, and they were testing it on civilians. So, sorry, I didn't mean to yell, but that's not right
yeah.
to do.
No, you're correct. I mean,
They stopped in 1973, most
Well,
of
they-
the original stuff. But
they
in the
said-
hospitals, the worst is Dr. Ewan Cameron from Canada. He did in the psych wards. And
Yeah.
there's a lady that I follow from Canada. I sent Chad a video from her, and she was one of the subjects as a child from him.
Yeah. And we all know a lot of people who have been through this, quite a few. Tommy was one. And
Mhm.
That they don't care whose lives they wreck. And that's what I think angers me more than anything is they just don't care.
Right. Now, there are certain programs that did torture people. Now, there were the Germans, right? And there and
Yeah.
and the Holocaust. Okay, so allegedly those people were experimented on, and they got certain things out of that was passed on to the United States. I tried to find a connection between Project Paperclip and MKU, and of course there isn't one. However, there is also the Japanese place, in Japan when they were torturing people, and they were removing organs and seeing how long it took you to die, and
Yeah.
leaving people outside in the cold to see how long it took them to freeze, and not using any anesthetic, and just all sorts of horrible tests, and removing organs and sewing them back up and seeing what happened, and those reports were given over to the United States. So we didn't necessarily need to torture people to get information, but we had that type of information that would come from that, whatever they were trying to collect, over here.
Yeah. That's
They-
ridiculous.
Well, they were trying to, in their mind, improve and make it their own instead of. But if you talk to survivors, they have a protocol, like a playbook, that they all around the world have gone by, because many on other sides of the world have similar things that have happened to them. Then
Right.
someone here, and it's a playbook. MK
Yeah,
Ultra is different than SRA.
Yeah. Well, and it's not only here, like you said, it's all over the world. We have
Okay.
these people that do this. But Chad?
Oh, I don't want to interrupt you. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine.
I was just going to reiterate that that Project Paperclip didn't directly become MK Ultra, but contributed to the knowledge base, the mindset, and the willingness to push ethical limits. So that's what they're claiming in the books. So the Church Committee came about. I guess the spark was Watergate era distrust in the 1970s. After the Watergate scandal, political distrust in the government, or grew, and
Yeah. And
and then
Project
there was
Monarch.
right. Then it says journalist Seymour Hersh published an article in the New York Times revealing the CIA spying on U.S. citizens in that time. Um, and then major investigations launched, the Church Committee, which was the U.S. Senate, and the Rockefeller Commission.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. And to investigate intelligent abuse. And then MK Ultra started surfacing. And then the big obstacle was that they destroyed all the evidence.
Yeah.
And then they pieced it together anyways, just by surviving records and witness testimony and CIA admissions. So
Yeah. It's bad stuff. And
Yeah,
and what was that, Sherry?
no, they like to use LSD a lot as
Yeah.
a truth serum. Right here, the OSS veterans had worked on truth serum developing for the Army of World War II. LSD victims, and who was behind it was Eli Lilly, the biggest
Eli Lilly.
pharmaceutical company. That's
whoa.
yeah, that's
Now
pronounced and still to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's yeah, of course. Well, I mean, because the pharmaceutical companies and the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and all of them, they're all involved in all of that stuff. I mean,
I know
They
that
s-
personally.
yeah,
I
they
do.
still are. You know?
I do. Recently, not last year.
you know, and why do it illegally, like, and trick civilians into it? If they would have just advertised, we're doing tests with LSD, mescaline,
Oh my God.
barbiturates, amphetamines, and a combination of drugs or a drug cocktail, people would have
Everybody
signed
in
up.
Oh yeah, everybody in the
You know,
70s would have been in a line.
they would have just
Well, they
volunteered.
did it. They did it with the Grateful Dead. They gave out LSD out in
Yeah.
Wow.
San Francisco, and that was an experiment. But all the hippies are like, "All right, this is awesome. You've got music. We're tripping." So yeah, they did
Yeah.
it.
Yep. Go figure. We can go get fucked up for free.
Yeah, a lot of people would go running for that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And one of those sub projects was also called Safe House, and that was the CIA set up apartments, places in San Francisco, or in places like San Francisco.
Yeah, they did it all over the
Hired
United
sex
States.
workers, yeah, and subjects were
Eh.
secretly given LSD. And then agents observed behind one-way mirrors. So you're picking up this prostitute picks you up basically, and brings you to a place where she drugs you and then seduces you, or they just observe you through a one-way mirror.
Wow.
They take pictures too.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
blackmail, they do.
It's like they still do it now. They monitor
Yeah.
everything we do. Like I said, every time I get out of the shower, I sit my naked butt in a chair and come out here and look up at the TV and say, I would ask for a raise if I was you. So, it's like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
You know what I used to say when I knew about the screens and all that? I'm like, did you ever imagine when you were a child that you were going to grow up and be a paid voyeurism or a peeping Tom?
Right.
Did you ever
They-
imagine that?
I think that what they do is they get their people off the streets. These people that get arrested for being a peeping Tom, they're like, hey, we got a job for you.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
It's like, what? I
Come-
get paid to do this?
Well, they're known for hiring sociopaths, the
Yeah.
CIA, so yeah.
Yeah,
They also
Okay.
use sleep deprivation, isolation, sleep stress, stress, and then sensory overload or deprivation, which means putting you in a tank where they that's a legit experiment as long as they didn't lock you in there for too long. But
Oh,
um, they also used hypnosis, but then they decided hypnosis to create can create it didn't work as well as they wanted to, not reliable for full control. And so but you know what? Hypnosis on LSD, I wonder. I mean, there's certain
Yeah.
or okay, maybe not hypnosis per se, but let's say you're splitting personalities and using hypnosis, then and programming those personalities, like what we suspect that there are those uh I forget what they're called, but not sleeper cells, hopefully, but
No,
the
no.
people that can switch personalities and take
they're
roles.
DID people. They have different
Oh,
personalities, and the
yes.
way they get those is not through the drugs. It's through the torture, through the
Oh,
stress, through the fear, what your brain naturally
yeah.
separates to save your life. It's a God gift, and they just took it and used it. Then they programmed the compartmentalize. That's how the kids could go to school the next day
Yeah.
after, because their
Yeah.
front, it's called the front personality. The front personality can talk about it, and that's why some survivors don't even remember till they're an adult. Like
Yeah.
some women don't remember until they're given birth, and then they start to freak out because they don't want their kid taken away from them and never see him again, and they don't understand why. Or
Yeah. Why they're
um,
having that feeling. Yeah.
Or you
yeah,
get like a protector personality that develops. And so what happens from there is you could either be you and have a protector personality that has its own identity, or they can take that personality, use hypnosis to program it, which they're saying they can't, but I'm sure they can with LSD and who knows what else, but
So
that they might be using.
so
Mhm.
our CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency, this is what their job was apparently, just to be assholes, to ruin people's lives, this is what they do. Why do we even have that 3-letter agency? Because you know what? I don't know. They centralize it like
well, they came out
we're
with after President Kennedy's assassination, didn't they? Isn't that the
yes.
time that they were created and conspiracy was created, and
Yep.
it was their good
Yep.
old Bush family that was a part of it? And
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yep, absolutely. So I don't know. I kind of wonder if that wouldn't have happened to JFK, if things would have been different, because would he have stopped the CIA from actually happening? Because I think that they were basically just the mob being
yeah,
paid to be decent people, so we thought.
yeah. There was a lot back then, a lot of mafia people that were involved,
Oh
and the
yeah.
Kennedys knew of them. I watched the big documentary on that, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, we have them here in Detroit, and I've had some friends that was from Romania, the Romanian mob.
There you go.
and
Those are
my
some good
and
solid people.
my grandpa was with the Jewish mob. They were called the Purple. It was Purple Hearts or Purple Heart or something like that. And when I was a kid, I would mention it to people, and they'd look horrified, like, "What the heck?" And I didn't know who they were. I was just like, these people took my grandpa under their wing, and it's like, oh, it's a Jewish mafia, a really bad group in Detroit. So, and
Oh boy.
even my son went to school with a daughter of a mafia, and she'd put her phone and backpack aside, and we'd go and have a talk. She said she knew something was up when Grandpa would pull out the violin case, but there's not a violin in there to pay people.
God.
So
Right? Oh gosh. So what did you find, Chad, your the videos. I'm sorry. I'm still on
Okay,
my
yeah.
antibiotics trying to get better. So if I
You're
float
fine.
off,
No, I was just looking on the screen though because I was curious because I didn't see it in anything that I had read about electro shock therapy or anything like that, but they had this electroconvulsive therapy which stimulates and creates um, little seizures in your brain, I
yeah,
guess, and they were trying to use that. So they were using electric experiments to, and I think with a strong enough current, you know,
yeah,
I want to,
yeah.
you could probably
You know,
do some.
That
I think,
fractures the brain and
yeah, and I think that
disassociates.
all links to all those asylums because they were doing that stuff in asylums, but they were saying it was for their own mental health and, you know, all that stuff. No, I think that those were people
That new
like
thing.
us that knew things
Yeah.
and yeah,
And they were helmets. There they had they I can say this, they had a helmet. They had these
yeah,
wires that hooked up and they had these dials and they would
yeah,
turn them up. And they had these things that you can see it on the web. There's a picture where they
yeah,
keep the eyes open so you
yep,
are forced to look at horrible, terrifying images and
yeah,
can't blink.
yeah. That
Where
would
they
drive me
take your
nuts.
eyes open. Yeah.
That would drive me nuts. Well, they couldn't tape mine because my eyes water all the time unless they found a way to get across my allergies. They'd be all right. I,
I didn't have allergies when I was a kid.
Chad sending me stuff.
But I always had ear problems, ear infections, and when I was in 6th grade, that's when they were coming out with tubes and to take your adenoids out to help kids. They put
Yeah.
me under. They never gave me tubes. I don't know what they did to my ear, but they never gave me tubes and they never took my adenoids out. They just said that, oops, she doesn't need that. So
Yeah.
that was a nice paid experiment.
So I seen that you sent me one with Britney Spears, and I think we all know about her and what she went through, pretty much. Okay, this one is 8 minutes, but we can stop it.
What?
What?
I sent you
What
one
happened?
8 minutes. What did I send you 8 minutes?
I don't know. MK Ultra, CIA mind control in Hollywood celebrities.
Just like, I don't know.
And yeah, it shows a lot of them. Well, this is interesting.
Is there one that's okay, don't go to that one yet. Is there one that's not so long?
Okay.
I thought I sent you a bunch because they're all individual. That one sounds like it's like a compilation of things and probably someone talking and play commercials, but
It all got montaged.
Well, there's that one, the speech. Well, you keep sending them. I don't know. I can't keep up.
oh. I am so sorry, but I am almost done.
Chad's
Oh,
on
okay.
tonight. He's
He
on
is,
a roll.
boy. He's
Look
on
at
it.
You can see him. He's serious too.
Yeah.
I'm
go,
so
Chad.
sorry, you all. Hey, y'all. I'm just
You go. We love you.
Cardi
like
B
seeing you.
glitches.
On a roll.
okay, good, and that'll give me some time to find the Madonna one because I found one that they haven't caught that we're gonna watch,
Of
Oh.
Madonna? Ooh, I haven't seen that one, I bet.
Ooh.
and it's
Yeah.
right in the very beginning of the interview, so we don't even have to watch much.
Cool. Good find.
Yeah, and it just popped up, and it was like Madonna back in the day, and I used to like her. Remember, like when she was
I
popping.
think we all did when she first
Yeah.
I did, when she first came out because she's from Michigan. So I'm like, hooray, and then
Yeah, and she was talking about something, and I said, I'm just gonna watch this and hear what she had to say about that because I'm curious. And her face glitches right off in the bat,
wow.
and then she goes right into the interview.
I
So
mean, I've seen so many of Britney's glitches. I feel
Oh,
bad.
really?
She was a Disney kid. Any kid that's part of Disney, Mickey Mouse Club and stuff,
Yep.
all of them, from
Every
way
single
back,
one of them.
all of them. Yeah.
So this first little one. It's Mike over here put it out. Thank you, Mike. The truth about Cardi B. Ooh. Uh-huh. Let's see.
The truth about Cardi B. And make sure to watch this video until the very end, because I honestly just feel sorry for anyone who's going to scroll past this video. So everyone knows who Cardi B is, WAP, whatever. But I'm telling you, she is not who you think she is. I'm about to show you guys this clip of Cardi B. And I know this clip is ancient, but I just never made a video about it, and I really need more people to see this.
I feel nervous, a little bit overwhelmed. I feel a little shaky. I don't know what's wrong with me. No, but it's good. No, it's good. You're going to be good. It's like you look great, and you're amazing. And just from woman to woman, from hip-hop.
I don't care what anyone says.
She just got a dead stop, didn't she?
And I hope you guys are paying attention to these 4 people in the background, because the way that they stared at the camera and switched up so quickly is just too suspicious for me. Like, as soon as they realized what happened, they immediately looked away. Like, all 4 of them did it in such a suspicious manner, like they're all working together in some type of organization. I'm telling you, these celebrities are not what you think they are. But hey, make sure to dominate the little plus button right here so you don't...
They are not exactly.
Well, the thing that broke her from her trance was the person saying, "It's good, it's good, it's good."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a code word.
Mhm.
The code words, music, numbers, colors. To
Right.
us, it might, to the average person, might sound like something. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's good. All
And
right.
so these people are just walking around the celebrities, and
Handlers. They're all called
Mhm.
handlers, programmers.
Right. Okay. I don't know what this one is, so let's see. Charge. Oh, come on, get up there. All right, let's see what she has to say. Oh, well,
Many
not that
people
one.
have been saying that Cardi B started glitching during an interview. As the people interviewing her, she kept freezing over and over. Watch this.
Because it's like, oh, y'all wanted to know so bad. Why y'all wanted to know? I thought y'all wanted to know because y'all was gonna give me a gift. Be involved. Y'all want to be involved so bad, but nobody asked me about no damn gift. What's good?
Now you can tell that the other guy in the interview started to notice something, and the other one speaking to her started clapping 3 times, repeating the same thing. And finally she comes back.
Take the gift cards, take the gift cards, take the gift cards.
What's your thoughts about this? Many people have been saying that
Well,
Cardi B started glitching
Program.
during an interview.
Yeah, program.
Code words.
So it kind of makes you wonder, people that are around them, they've got to be in on it.
that's what I was
Oh,
saying. Yeah, isn't that weird? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a programmer, but they gotta, when they're going places, they gotta give the information to somebody
Handlers.
else. So that guy's not a programmer, but he has her codes.
The handler. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
She's-
they need, survivors to be careful, because you don't know who's got your codes that
Yeah.
can activate you.
Right?
Mhm.
Can you imagine?
But,
Get a call-
but again, MKU ended,
No, it did not.
It did not.
and they never, and they
know.
didn't have much success in
We know it
achieving anything close to this.
The practice
Wait.
makes perfect. Now the world's MK Ultra, except for a few that are waking up. It's true. From TV to music to whatever. It's just a different level.
You
We're
sent
talking
me
about
this-
the deep, crazy levels.
You sent me an interview with Eminem. Now, I will
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you this: when
Yeah.
my daughter was younger, she had an incident where she was put in the hospital. Her best friend had stabbed her in the back and just barely missed her heart.
Oh my gosh.
While she was in this hospital in Los Angeles, I had gone there and I needed to go and smoke. Well, you go down out this corridor and there was a place where you could smoke. And lo and behold, I ran into Marshall or Eminem. He was out there in the courtyard having a cigarette himself. I guess his daughter was in the same hospital. So, but that was when he first started and wasn't I mean, he was big, but not like, nowadays. He was nothing like he is nowadays. So when I see him now, even looking at him, I can't turn around and say, oh, well, it's because he's gotten older. No, there's something. Yeah, he's not
He's
right.
not the same. He's not the same. He disappeared for a while. He disappeared. Sometimes they disappear for a long time, and then they come. I was out in the desert, or I was here, and there. No, you weren't. You were somewhere being programmed,
right? Desert my ass. No, I don't think so.
Because they can't get out. Madonna tried to get out at one time.
And her dad.
Really?
Well, her dad was her handler. I mean, she was not allowed to do anything.
She tried to get out, and then now
same way with Britney.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's the family. And people like to think that it's outside people, but you can't have that system exist without your family involved. It's your mom, it's your dad.
Somebody's got to be involved.
Yes, your grandma. So, yeah.
And what a pleasure for Herbie and me to introduce Marshall Mathers. Some of you may know him as Eminem, but he's going to join the Saturday night.
And right now, he looks like he's joining the land of
he's gonna get sick.
It's like, kind of makes you wonder if he's even human right there. The way he's looking over and moving.
That's U of M right there. I mean, he's from Detroit, 8 Mile. I've been out there, so.
Crew with our music intro starting next Saturday night. And folks, I want to take you to the world premiere of one of his new videos called
Did he
Berserk.
just snap?
Take a listen. It's headed for the top of the charts. So was that the great Rick Rubin who was helping produce?
I mean, he's standing there going back and forth like a sprinkler. He's got his mouth open like he has no clue. So let's see if he. Look, and they're laughing. They think it's.
He's got something else. He's seeing something totally different. Like
he looks scared. He looks scared and
like he's got. Sick. Like they're not even in. He doesn't even know they're there right now.
Right.
Those two guys are just. I don't know. They're acting like there's nothing wrong. Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here.
That's bad.
See what he does.
Marshall, when you did that?
Yeah, sorry. Live TV. Live TV freaks me out a little bit.
No.
Yes, I'm sorry. What was the question?
That was Mr. Rubin, one of the all-time greats, producer. Huh?
Yep.
How long does it take you to shoot a video like that? How many takes? How many hours?
Sometimes it's usually like a 2-day process. Sometimes it can go to 3.
So he says live TV freaks him out. But yet he can get on stage in front of a bunch of people and,
I'm sure they told him in his headphones.
Yeah, right. Wait, get with the program, buddy.
Dang it, the codes aren't working. We're going to have to take him in again.
Oh,
I'm going to say he's got a drug problem, put him in our facility.
Yeah, yeah. That kind of makes me wonder, a lot of the people that they say that have all these drug problems. Well, I mean, look at what's his face. Oh God, I know what his name is.
There was one that he did. They took him, and then when he came out, he had blonde hair. That was like a mockery. I can't think of his name.
That's also that's like a CIA mind control. You're on assignment. Platinum blonde hair.
Yeah, and it's also like a mockery though, because he was an African American man. So the blonde hair was. I can't remember who it was. He was a singer too, a rapper, and he was trying to get out, and he started breaking program and talking a bunch of stuff too. And then next thing you know it, he's.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what I know who you're talking about, and his name is just slipping right out
I
of
know,
my
and he's
brain.
famous. Everybody knows who he is, and I'm like,
I've got a picture of him. I mean, I see him.
Are you
I
talking
see
about
it.
Dennis
Things.
Rodman?
No,
It's
no,
not-
no. He was basketball, but
it
yeah,
wasn't
him
Art-
too. Oh,
Dennis. But
now he
was it R. Kelly? No.
no, it wasn't R. Kelly. It was daggone it. No, not Diddy either. The other one.
No.
The one that was hanging out with Trump and wanted to run for
Yes.
president.
Yes.
God.
Yeah,
what was
Kanye.
Yes,
No.
Kanye. It was Kanye.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yes.
Kanye. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, and he would sit there and say things about people, about them doing this stuff. And, of course, being involved in that, they want you to do a sacrifice. And then you start watching their family, like his mother,
Yeah. Now, a lot of them lost like their first child or their mama or
Yeah,
And
Jennifer Hudson lost her whole family almost and won an Oscar the next year.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
God. And they also they turn around and not only their families, but if they go against them, then they'll take them all out. Them included. So, I mean, it's terrible the things that they do, and it's almost like we see it, we know it, but we can't do anything about it, and I think that's so frustrating. I mean, we can all just shut off our TVs and not watch any of these people, throw away their music and not buy this and do that. Then the CIA will be like, okay, wait a minute, the government's on our butts because we're not making any money.
Yeah,
So-
stop buying everything that's theirs and create your own. And like when I was younger, I never understood why my friends would complain about like, they're rich because of blah blah. And I'm like, they're rich because of you.
Yeah.
You go to their concerts, you buy their stuff, you talk about them, you listen to them, and it's like you worship them. I didn't understand why. I was like, I don't worship any of these people, and I don't give them my money either.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
have
like-
records and CDs.
I can like them, but I don't have to. Oh my God, we got to go.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, like when I worked in Nevada, I ran across a lot of famous people, but you know what? I didn't treat them any different than I did any average. Hell, I walked around for 18 hours with Toby Keith.
Yep.
I was assigned to make sure nothing happened to him because his bodyguard, like that man needed a bodyguard because he sure didn't. His bodyguard was sick, but I didn't treat him any different than anybody else. Willie Nelson the same way. I had to throw him out of a hotel and tell him to go stay in his bus because he was getting 3 floors high.
Yeah,
You know?
smoking everybody out. Willie,
But-
put that out.
I know, right? Come on, man. You got to go stay in your. Look, we're getting high just standing
I know.
Not
See him
really
through the fog.
But they put their pants on the same way I did. So, I didn't treat them any different. But,
Yeah.
these kids today, it's like, well, I want to be like Cardi B or I want to be like so-and-so. No, you don't.
Even the famous country singers or famous sports people or famous car drivers.
Yeah.
It's anybody that's famous and all of a sudden just popped out of nowhere. Well, they did some things to be somewhere and pop into being where they're at.
Yes, they did. Chad, are you on fire?
Almost.
Are you
I just
sleeping?
have a Palo Santo stick and
Oh,
Oh,
and the flame went out and all of a sudden I saw it. Yeah, sorry.
I got one of those.
It's gonna
I
calm down.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
I got
say,
one of those too.
Oh,
I know
you-
you-
Oh, so
yeah.
good. Yeah, I just got it from the Hopi indigenous person over the
Oh,
weekend. So this came from Hopi land.
oh, very
Oh.
nice.
yeah. Because I was gonna say, because I know you don't smoke,
That's
and I
cool.
was sitting here, and all of a sudden I seen this smoke coming up, and I'm like, Chad, are you on fire? What are you doing, man?
And now it's out, so-
God.
I should light mine and smell it.
But so we know what they do to the actors. Look at all the child actors, and I know they put them through all of that, the MK Ultra, all that stuff, because that way they control them. But now I want to know which ones of these were actually cloned. I mean, do they do that after they can't have any more control over them?
It seems like Eminem is, because the now Eminem does not literally look like the old Eminem. I mean, when he disappeared and he came back, I'm like, why does he look different? I mean, he kind of looks like him, sounds like him, but he kind of doesn't look like him.
Well, and it's not like they have to do mind control or anything on clones, because clones that really they don't have any souls.
Right.
So it's not like they care.
Like, I also think that it happens in families. This is a feeling I get, and especially through the elite, and especially when they live in their communities, and especially when there's like no trespassing, private military base sort of areas nearby where kids go on trips to, that nobody else knows about, because this is something that happens among, and daddy does a job that nobody knows what it is, but they live in a really nice big house. And I mean, this is kind of like how and it's these kids that are getting MKU'd, I believe, these elites and stuff, especially. I've worked with them, I've had the fortune of going into their homes and being in their events and all those sort of fun things. And I've been in houses where I've seen 13 bunk beds, like from the family that owns all the medical hospital equipment or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like a 7-story house that was being built, and the story was on the 7th or 7th floor. And even the teenagers were drinking, and they were all kind of dressed like they would in like a Twilight or something like that, to the nines, and sexy, whatever, and they all had an attitude, and you could just tell, like, I'm dealing with a different group of people. Even on Christmas, I was dealing with, okay, I won't say if it was Coca-Cola or Pepsi, but it was one of those families, and in one of their homes, and one of their child, who was, I believe, like 2 or 3 in diapers walking down the stairs, told me to get the fuck out of his way.
Oh,
and
wow. Well, he can use that mouth, but not the body.
I was like,
he's still in diapers.
Are you fucking serious? And then the kids that were playing with back then, it wasn't like a thing, but they had their hovers, those hover drones. And so they're flying those in the house, and we were trying to unload and step over their legs and get everything in there. I was trying to serve the family, and then they would just turn around and look at me like, no. And it's like, well, what the fuck are we here for? Like, and it was on Christmas, so it was like, seriously. And I was fried. I was like so tired. I mean, that Christmas, like just exhausted. And so but those are the types of families that what's that?
That you were servants to them, that you were lesser than them. They didn't care.
Oh yeah.
And they taught their kids that.
Yeah. And then also I worked for a number 2 restaurant in LA, like that was Italian, number 2 Italian restaurant. And a bunch of people from Hollywood came in through their limousines and stuff like that, and all these people would talk about as their finger doctor and their toe doctor and their nose doctor and their ear doctor. And they wouldn't even look at you. They wouldn't even look at you or anything, like, and it felt so cold and icy, and just like, and when I drove through those homes up in those hills, Beverly Hills and stuff like that, I'm pretty intuitive. I just kept thinking every house looked like a serial killer's home. And I couldn't shake it. I couldn't shake it. And I just said, why would these people put red lights outside their house? It looked so freaky. I'm like, why is this? It just didn't make sense to me. And so anyways, these are who we're talking about when we're talking MKU. And these are the people that do become singers, do become artists, do become actors. They've always been rich. They've never come up from the bottom, like they say.
Red light district.
Yeah. Red light district.
And if you get taken in, and you weren't brought up in it, you'll see the transformation happen real quick, because they always have their Virgin album where which is their first album, and they're just dressed natural. I mean, you'll see them laughing and they're like a teenager doing whatever. And then the second album, you'll see the shift. You'll see like the black nails and the black this and the leather. And then you'll see the third album or whatever, their sophomore album, where they're all dressed in red. And, there's just something to all of these things that they have to go through and be trained, and they're all doing it in their secret little places where we can't go because we're not rich.
Yeah.
We're the working class.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not rich. We just work to make them rich. Hey, Chris said that he's laughing his ass off if the kid in diaper tells him to F off. I would be like, wow.
That's why I started laughing. I read that and I was like, oh my gosh.
You can use
I did
that
say
mouth, but not the potty.
Yeah, I did say the heck with it that day and did a lot of drinking because you know what? I'm pouring the drinks. I got the liquor. I got all that stuff
yeah.
behind the
I'd have been
scenes. I was
back
like,
there with the bottle.
you know what? Fuck this.
Yeah, that's my friend was her sister was a nanny for the lead singer of Poison. And she had to quit. She couldn't handle it. She could not handle the fighting, the cheating, the crazy crap and stuff. Yeah. So she came back. She was just like, it wasn't worth it. It was not worth the getting paid. It was not worth any of that stuff.
Yeah. I've dated a few people that were in like that stuff. Matter of fact, one of them, he's still doing really good. But so yeah, I used to go to some of those parties with them and just it's terrible when you go to a party and you wake up and things are strange and you don't exactly know where you are. You're like, God, did I fall asleep in this house?
Oh no! Did you get a roofie?
I don't know. It wouldn't be the first time.
Well, no.
But then they were also taking kids from school. When we used to have to go and leave our classrooms and go to these different rooms and take these tests.
Yes.
Susie went through that stuff too.
I was one of those kids. I didn't get to go with a group of kids. They took me solo quite often.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then they would and I think that one, like the one that Susie had, it was more with like time travel, I think, with that one.
Mine was ESP and remote viewing because the first thing is the cards, like the star, the box.
Right.
Yes,
right.
Those. And they would give me a picture or an idea, and then they would leave the room, and then I'm supposed to draw out all this stuff. So I was taught remote viewing from second grade.
Right. Hi, Rain.
But there's the GATE program that they talk about, and they were talking about that for, like they said, the smart kids, but that was a group. But I think in our day, but they like to take us solo.
Yeah,
because I was solo,
and they could get away with it.
Yeah,
and your parents never knew, or did they?
Wow.
My mom didn't know. My other one probably my father's a Mason, so
yeah.
I got to grow up in that kind of stuff, and he was also in the Navy and tested in the Navy for a lot of special stuff because he was in Cuba. They were in Cuba, and he was telling them that there was a Russian submarine underneath, and they couldn't get it on the radar or anything, and they're like. He's like, yeah, there is. They finally found it. So then next thing you know, helicopters fly in, pick them up, and they take them to 3 different facilities, and then they bring them back. So once they have that on anyone that's in the service, they're going to be watched for their children coming because, and so I got that going on too. It's like, That's why the MKU, military style is quite prominent in my world.
And I
Let me
don't know,
see.
like how it happens elsewise, but there is something more going on. I'm assuming, or yeah, because for myself, people know I like my mother was really, really psychic. I mean, she's just somebody that would dream everything that was happening and then call out things ahead. And my father is really empathic. So somehow in there, there's me and my family, and I know they've all been through something, but nobody knows it. And I don't know how they do that. And I feel it was associated with the schools that I went to, because I moved around a lot. And I've seen my altars because they've come to me and I've seen them in my, you know,
Right.
whatever. Okay, so I've seen them and I can tell where they were. I was in Anchorage at that time at this school. But I wonder if it's more of a UFO thing that's cloaked and they're controlling things and doing things. I can't tell. But I don't feel like I've necessarily physically ever been taken. However, in any school that I've ever gone to, I was really proud because I never missed a day of school. However, I never got an award for it. And that just makes me wonder, like, well, when did I miss a day?
Yeah.
Ever. Except for that one time I
Right.
went on vacation, but that
Well,
was just one year.
I miss days. There was a time where the teachers had told my parents, like, what's going on? She's missing a little bit of too much school. But I was in a small town. So what they do too is they have small towns that they
Yes, me
focus
too.
on.
Yeah.
Me too.
And I had a lot of the principals were military. Like there was in my high school, he was an ex-Marine. And so, but the other one, I think they were military too, but they were like 1950s stuff. It was really weird. Mr. Sakurka and the secretary dressed like the 1950s. The secretary dressed in those like dresses that the secretaries would wear, and he had a suit and tie and everything. And they destroyed the school that I went to school with. But there was like another one that had tunnels and stuff too. So
Oh, jeez.
yeah, and then we had a train that came through our town, but we're right next to Ann Arbor, the good old U of M, and the U of M was part of the Tavistock thing that they did MK Ultra experiments back and forth too. That's why I have cringe factors with them, but they seem to know me pretty good. And that I really don't like it.
Now, a lot of times they send these people, they spend a lot of time when they're young in New York, but I think that's because of Matak. So
see, I have that too, though. I got some because, like the Rockefellers, I cringe to that because my mom is from the East Coast. So I traveled since I was 6 months old from here, from Michigan, to the East Coast. And that's where my dad's naval base was. And he met my mom. So, because they had a naval base up in Rhode Island before they moved it. It was a large one before they moved it down to Virginia to Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that's where the Kennedy, one of the Kennedy compounds is up at there in Newport, Rhode Island, where all the wealthy, rich people live. And
they even have a place in Canada where they do that. It's called a certain, God, what is the name of that? Something park. But yeah, it's where they do mind control and stuff. And hey, how many times have I told you if you're going to take your food out of your bowl, quit hiding it in my blankets? You better eat that.
Roll into bed with dog stuff.
I don't know why he does that. Oh my God. I told you. I got my new chair and I bought a new blanket for my chair just for me. So when I'm cold, I can put it on me because every other throw that I have, he has them. So he came up here at the end of my foot the other night. I had it sitting up on top of the bed and he grabbed a hold of the bottom of the blanket and started slowly pulling it. And I'm like, oh, no, you don't. That's mine. Gonna mind control you, buddy.
Dog's like, no, I got you already.
Yeah, I know. That's it. They do. That's what Chad was talking about that earlier. That's what they do. They
Yeah.
own us. They own us.
Yeah. Well, I made sure Kiki's got a big old bone, so she's quite busy right now. So
she'll make her appearance in a little bit. She usually does.
I mind controlled her for a bit.
Yeah. here's a big bone. Go play with it.
Yeah.
But there's another one that I have. Another video that's short. What is this? Android puppet. Oh. Let's see what this guy has to say. Huh. Let me make him bigger. Can I? Yes, I can. Da-da-da. Maybe. Well.
I remember this.
So that might be machine, not man.
That's a robot.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not too sure that one was mind control. I think that was
Oh, I see what you mean.
yeah, somebody just smack him. Maybe he'll glitch back in. Look at that. He just and nobody in the audience is noticing this, right? Nobody says anything. Nobody notices that this man is frozen. Look.
He glitched.
He isn't even breathing. He's not even breathing. Yeah, he's a robot. That's I'm sorry. Yep, he's a robot. We got it.
I mean, we do have those and we don't know it,
Yeah.
And get you used to it. So when they release them,
Oh my gosh. And that guy behind him was like working all these little wires.
I know. He's like
trying
in
to,
the back of his head going, don't know anybody see this,
you can see the mask rubber skin fold.
As he's pulling it. Yep. Nothing. They lie, and they lie some more. Okay. Now this one we're gonna play because I definitely want to see this. Let's see. Let me pull this one up. This one is Madonna.
Happens in the first 2 seconds, pretty much.
Right?
Like right before the interview.
Got it.
And you got to watch it a couple times because you got to kind of look at her eyes and then look at her mouth and then look at all of them together. Just kind of see what's going on.
And I don't know who that is now because that sure ain't Madonna. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, no, that's not.
That
Not
I
in
don't.
either.
No. Uh-oh, wait a minute.
The first time
okay.
you played me new up and coming album,
Oh.
it was unmixed at that stage.
Right.
The second time it was mixed, and that was in the period of between March, April, May.
Right.
June.
That was it.
And you were adamant it was going to come out.
What she was
then
doing with her eyes?
Yep,
she
and
stuck
her
her tongue
mouth. And her
Yeah,
mouth.
The first
yeah.
time you played me new up and coming album,
Right.
it was unmixed at that stage.
Right.
The second time it was mixed.
That's really hard to
And that
do,
was
to look
in the period
hard
between
this way, hard
March,
that way,
April,
hard
May.
this
Right.
way, and do your mouth all weird.
Madonna is a lizard.
I mean, who goes bing, bing, bing with their eyeball?
Oh my God.
You can't.
She's a lizard. I'm telling you. Watch.
The
And their
first time
mouth.
you played me new up and coming album,
Right.
it was unmixed at that stage.
Right.
The second time it was mixed, and that was.
I don't know. It could be just the face she made.
March,
Yeah,
April,
she
May.
stuck her tongue out. She's like,
I remember seeing that one where they had a newscaster, and I don't remember who she was, nobody, but she was sitting there doing something, and you could see that there's a fly, and all of a sudden she opens her mouth real quick, and she ate the damn fly.
have I seen that one? I don't
And
know.
who
I think I
does
might have.
this?
I don't, a creature?
A lizard.
A lizard? A frog?
Frogs.
I mean,
Maybe she's a frog person. Or, they did like do different DNA into people too, mix and match of things.
yeah. Well, they say that actually, because the way that it is said, what I've been looking at is us, people, humans, we invaded this planet. This planet actually belonged to reptilian races. That's why there are so many of them that are here. It's why they went underground. And of course, because they can't be out walking the street and just plucking your child and saying, sorry, this is my dinner tonight, and throw it in a shopping cart. So
yeah, I remember that too. But then there's also theories that we kind of fragmented here, like we were someplace else, we're not from here, and then whatever the war out there,
Mars, I think, probably
dropped us, and we ended up kind of here, you know, like we didn't invade, but we're kind of like, what the heck, you know, now
But
what are
then
we gonna do?
they say that they sliced DNA. Like there are certain people that are sliced with reptilian DNA, and there are people that are sliced with other DNA, you know, so our DNA is not really pure. That's what they say. So who knows?
Like the Anunnaki, that I did a lot of studying on that, to where they had come in, people thought that they were gods and manipulate, but their story is that they created us, and they didn't, because they found us and then decided they wanted to procreate and they couldn't, so they started tinkering with our DNA and their DNA. But then we had others that came in and it's like, oh, look at that, and then they started tinkering and it's like,
and it kind of makes you wonder, gee, did the CIA have anything to do with that?
Yeah, we've just all been tinkered with, but we have a human soul. Just because our corporeal body has all of this other, whatever stuff, we still have a human soul. That's the trick that they can't copy. They can't copy God's creation, and that's what they're trying to do. And for some odd reason, they're having a hard time trying to take us all out and control us, because we keep on breaking free, and
we don't want them to look at it like, where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, but they can't procreate this divine spark that we all have. You know, they can twist it, flip it, mirror it, and contort it and send it back to us and say, this is it. And it doesn't, we still have that. It's still strong within us. And not everybody, because I'm learning that too.
I knew a lady who used to work in labor and delivery. And one day we decided to go out and have a few drinks. And she started to tell me about how, she said, do you know that sometimes there are babies that are born that aren't human? And I said, oh, do tell. Well, sometimes you have children that are born with extra fingers, extra toes, right? They can let those get by. You sometimes have children that are actually born with tails. They can cut those off.
I've seen that. There was a boy in India that had one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But when they come out and they are completely, how do you say it? She said, look like a dragon. I think she meant a lizard.
I've seen.
They take those, and then that's when they tell the parents that, you know, that baby passed away. But they take them, and of course, where do they go? They go into our programs.
I've seen
to the government.
I don't know if it's real or not. It was years ago, of these babies that looked like Liz. I mean, it's kind of gross. Like, I had to sit here like this because,
because they have to take them and teach them how to be able to mask themselves. You can't just say, well, here's your lizard looking baby, and raise it in a house with normal parents. And, you know, this kid's going to
Draco got a hold of you last night when you drank too much.
That husband would be asking, who are you with? You know? But
husband's like, that's about my baby.
So they take them and they put them in these programs. Our government programs are so sickening. And these people are paid high dollar for what? To mess with everybody's minds, your consciousness, your life. Look at how many people's lives are ruined because of what they do.
I
mean, I'm going to use Tommy as an example. Tommy is a good man with a very good heart. But his life is so screwed up because of what they did to him when he was younger. And he can't get away from it. And it is so sad that you can be such a good person and want to do good things. And your life, in the back of your head, you have all this crap that wants to come out. But yet you're a good person, so you have to maintain it. People used to say stuff about Tommy's paintings. Oh my God, he's got Mickey Mouse with X's in his eyes. It's so this and it looks so dark. You know what? That was his outlet.
Yeah, sometimes they have programs that you can't talk because they make inside your compartment, like if one wants to speak, they got the abuser in there, the controller beating up that other part, and or the silence program. I know that one. Where you just can't, because if you try to, you want to commit suicide. They got the suicide program.
Yeah.
To where all of a sudden, and I've heard one other survivor who's from the elites that is from Italy and was taken down in the Vatican. Her name is she changed her name, but her name's Max Lowen. And she's been talking about the Vatican and everything else, but when she started getting her memories back and then wanted to talk, her suicide program was to go jump off at a train thing. But she had to stop herself. So they miraculously really messed people up. Like Tommy, Tommy trying, because they don't want anyone to know whatever, know their secrets. But it's like nowadays there's enough survivors out there talking. You can find them.
Right. That's right.
And they got similar stories, but I didn't know about the suicide program till I kind of went on. I didn't talk about a whole lot, but I went on and I had it right one day. I will not commit suicide. I will not commit, because the rest of me is just like, well, I don't have any of like, I'll do it this way, that way, that way, this way. It was just that profound. So I did a whole page one day, and I even talked about it on another show.
Look at a lot of the people that go through MK Ultra and all that, and when they start coming around to, this is not who I am. I know I don't need to do this. The first thing they say when they open up and they want to talk about it or put somebody's name out there is, first of all, let me tell you, I am not suicidal. That's the first thing they say.
Yeah. And if something happens to me,
right.
Because sometimes you're not suicidal and something happens and then they have a news thing of so-and-so committed suicide.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those famous.
I like the lady still today who went to the grocery store, had her groceries in her hand, and kicked in her own front door, went in the kitchen, threw her groceries all over the place, took a knife out, stabbed herself like 50 times in the chest.
Oh my gosh. Wow. There was one where they had something, I heard someone where they stabbed themselves or way back here or something.
And then and then
terrible, but I shouldn't laugh. It's just,
and then there was a guy who committed suicide by shooting himself 3 times in the back of the head.
Oh, I remember hearing that one too. Yeah, no.
And
that's
they
ridiculous.
And if people buy that, I don't know what to say.
They're mind controlled if they believe that. And that's part of the game. Everyone could listen to me or any of us or other survivors like, oh my gosh. And it's like, everybody is at different levels. There's the deep level like us. Then there's different levels right now. And people are breaking out, after the lockdown that we had, a lot of people started waking up.
That kind of backfired in their face, I think, honestly.
Yeah, it did. It woke up more people that I didn't think would.
Yeah.
I don't know about this area. I'm still surrounded by a lot of,
especially the school kids.
Dem supporters and all the jabbers, even people that were holistic people. They're like, I don't want it. And then I found out, and I'm like, because of, you know,
It's bad. I don't know what to do with them anymore. So what's up, Chad?
So Brenda, in between like the Eminem and the last one you played, was there another one from Kiki Wyatt?
I'm pretty sure there is. I will have to find it.
Did you have that?
The Bill Clinton one. Now,
Yeah.
that one's interesting. I've seen that.
Oh, I've seen
Yeah.
that.
That one.
That
and
one girl, Chad, that you sent me. I forgot her name again. Did you send that one? The actress.
Shit.
Oh gosh, can't. She's young. She just played in. I could look it up and send it to Brenda because you sent it to me.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Ariana Grande. Did you send that one?
No.
That's a good one too.
It's a good one, but she was joking, so I don't want to. Because
wasn't-
she didn't want to say the name of her album, so she was just like, that was her saying, "Yeah,
No,
my
that's
mind's
part of
been
the
erased."
program.
I know. It says at the day, that thing they do there at the daily thing, that my mind's been erased, and he kept pushing her for the album title. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to trust that as being.
It did because I watched her eyes. It really happened to her. Okay.
Okay. I didn't look that close. No, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Was it another sports one?
No.
Oh, the one here. It's this one.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, the erasure is what she said.
All right, let me pull this one up. Maybe if it wants to let me. If it wants to let me. Okay. Well, play already.
I just met y'all and you like tripping already. I'm a tripper, okay?
Me too.
Which makes work so much harder, man. A lot of times you have to put emotions and business aside. You have to separate the two, and you don't know how to do that.
Why does she look like she wants to eat his face?
No, she's going under, and he just said sometimes you want to separate in two.
So
Yeah,
that's
her
where
eyes.
I come in, and I keep your emotions, and I deal with your emotions over here. But when it comes time for business,
what the?
I implement what you told me on the emotion side into handling it in a professional manner, because sometimes it's hard for you to be professional.
Dang.
Wait a minute. We need to see that again.
Crazy eyes.
Wait a minute. Let me go back to that one. What was this? Get this off of
It
here.
was like, I just met y'all and you like tripping already. I'm a tripper, okay?
Me too.
Which makes work so much harder, man.
It's normal
A lot of times
there.
You have to put emotions and business aside. You have to separate the two, and you don't know how to do that. So that's where I come in, and I keep your emotions, and I deal with your emotions over here. But when it comes time for business, I implement what you told me on the emotion side into handling it in a professional manner, because sometimes it's hard for you to be professional.
It's the word emotions. Emotions. Because when he started saying that, that's when her eyes went like that. She looked like she was going to eat them. And then every time he said emotion, her eyeballs would. That was the trigger word.
That was, wow. Like, what are you doing? Oh my God. Some of these, they go so fast, I can't even catch them to stop them. Okay. In a minute.
I just sent you a Wendy Williams one too, if you wanted to highlight
Yeah.
that.
I think I seen this one.
Is she in that? In the.
Yes,
She's seeing something that's not there. She's like in another reality.
Right there. Yeah, that's a good one.
Costume contest. We do it every year. It's always a lot of fun. Let's get started. Our
Her eyes
first caress
Yeah. Well,
So
yeah. What happened there?
Yeah.
Fell out.
You know that she got her show taken away by a girl named Sherry because after that she became like quote unquote ill, some kind of sickness, and she never came back.
Huh. Oh, and nobody's heard anything about her now, huh?
No.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I just saw that she had a movie or something, but maybe that was from a while ago.
Yeah. Andreas, that's a good point. But and if you listen, a lot of the words when these people are glitching or they're not somewhere, listen, because they'll usually say the word 3 times. They'll say the same thing 3 times.
Yeah.
And it's kind of almost like being hypnotized.
Mm-hmm.
So
what?
Huh?
I'm sending you to one to watch next because it's a sound and you can tell it what set it off.
Yeah, there's sound frequencies.
But you're right. There's words and there's also like these ladies just come in like at Hillary like and she just.
Well, I think I remember that one. My daughter said she just acts crazy sometimes, Mom, because she's funny.
Well, this could be an adrenochrome symptom too. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure she's MKU'd since her daughter is one of the mothers of death.
Right?
Oh boy.
And I believe the Bush twins.
You are so indefatigable. I do admire that about you, Dan. I really do.
What was your reaction when you heard that President Obama was going to endorse you?
It was great. It was great. I mean, it was a wonderful, meaningful endorsement in every way, and I was very proud to have it.
Did you talk about vice presidential possibilities with Senator Warren?
You guys have got to try the cold chai.
I've had it.
It is
Great.
still.
Guys, gotta try that.
I remember that one. Yeah, she looked pretty goofy.
But it's right when the ladies started talking all at once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of something shocked her.
I mean, and okay, I could see that being accounted as all right. Let's just all talk at once. No, but I don't know about her anyway. She's something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one there.
Yep, never was a fan, let's say. Never, ever was a fan. Ever.
Never, ever have I ever been a fan. Yeah, I remember this one too. This one was interesting. And okay, if you have somebody, even like I've gone and had my makeup done, and when they're doing stuff to you, you know, you got to blink. Okay. Wiping your eyes, what have you. You got to blink. So, I mean, if these people aren't blinking, then what are they doing? Who are they? And what is their purpose? And I think this is another one of those little robot things.
Could be. Or Bill just could be in a trance.
I gotta turn that down.
Could be a robot, though. You know, Brenda, I never thought about that one with this.
Yeah.
You're right.
Because, I mean, okay, wait, he moved a second.
He blinked there.
But look at him. He looks like he's just completely out of it. And oh, there he blinked there because that one got his eye. Okay.
It could be tranced.
Now, wait a minute. He's got one eye looking over here and one eye going straight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, now we know how he was with Monica Lewinsky, and he's not happy some blonde girl's in his face.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry.
Monica was a brunette. I know that because I was bartending and I had CNN on all day long with the story repeating in my head back then. So yeah, he liked, I think, brunettes because his wife's a blonde.
Snap out of it, Bill. See, look, his eyes are just like, they just go like cookie caca.
They were all kids too, and they got and it happened to all of them too.
Yep.
And those that are still moved up in the world are to turn around and do unto others what was done unto them.
Yeah.
You know, not everybody, because not all lived, and not all. Then they have the survivors that broke out of protocol and
right. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I got this other one that you sent me. I don't think I haven't seen this one.
Oh, this is another one with staring, since we're on that subject at the moment.
Everybody with a staring problem.
Yeah.
I bet you they win staring contests.
I forget I forget who it is, but we'll notice, I guess.
That could only be the musical stylings of Victor Oladipo, who is the reigning two-time champion of the All-Star Weekend player.
Hey, Shaq. Hello, Shaq.
You are talented. I give you a little credit on that. A lot of credit. You're very talented. I mean,
I've never seen
you're
this
not a
one.
karaoke guy like me, but you can ask. You know they call me O'Brown Eyes, right?
As a matter of fact, you both have experience singing New York, New York. His was at the Slam Dunk
They're
contest.
like trying to
Yours
keep
was in
everybody
Vegas.
off of
Yeah,
Shaq.
they had the show out there. Here's
The
this little
cameraman
sampling.
can't stop.
Just ignore him, you guys. We'll pretend like he's not there.
Dang, I haven't seen that one. Good find.
Wow, he did. He sat there the whole time, just mouth open, everything.
Catching flies.
Yeah. Chris, what do you think about that?
There was Al Roker. He did that too. There's one where they're at New York or at Square Times, and he was standing there in between and all froze standing up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We have that video. We have that video here. But
Oh, do you?
Mhm.
Probably
That's a
here
good
somewhere.
one too, because he stood there for a bit.
Yeah, he did.
People. Yeah.
Just staring.
Oh, that was
Some kind of trigger word. I think when they get like that's when they're able to program them to be able to get in, because they disassociate so that they're able to get in and reprogram or program them again.
This is brought to us by CNN. Just saying.
I don't know how incriminating it is, but she's in a trance.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
What the hell?
Trance.
Yeah, watch the drill there.
Look at her eyes. I mean, I know it's slow motion, but
I'm sorry.
Were you looking
Here
at
we
the
go.
rings or me? I couldn't tell.
dang.
Glitchy people.
That's a good one.
But now some of these things, like when they're doing funny things with their eyes, I wonder if, you know, because a lot of these people have done that, what do they call it? The Brill. Which,
Oh gosh.
yeah. So, you know, is it their little pesticide problem that they have, or their little?
I wonder. Like they joined the Black Eye Club.
Yes.
Yeah, that seems like that's like higher elite people. Like that lady's a newscaster, and the other one was like on a talk show. So I'm wondering if some of that
they use them.
They were
They-
electrocuted, you know, pulsations, because the body keeps the score. There's a book called The Body Keeps the Score. If you're not able to talk to it, and describe the horrors, your body will keep it and it can react back to it again. So
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, because some of that, I don't know. It's like if you get shocked, you can't control yourself, and I'm sure your eyes are going to do wigging out on all.
And do you remember seeing that video of the people, like the one at the train station, and then there was one at a store where they were on CCC camera, and it showed them, they were standing there like waiting for the train, and all of a sudden they started swatting things and looking like they were running from something. That one lady with the hat, that's kind of what she was looking at something. She's seen something. Now, I can see that as being some kind of a glitch from a drug or even something electronic in the brain, maybe, or, what have you. So
they do that too.
It's really, yeah.
They put stuff in your ear and to sound, not like the voice of God or whatever. They put stuff in your ear, but they also use it with pitches and sounds to trigger you and to, kind of control you in a way.
There's a reporter has a migraine on TV. Well, just out of nowhere. Okay, we'll play that one and see what he does.
Oh, they said migraine?
That's what it says. So let's see. Oh,
maybe that's what it is. I'm sorry, I missed that.
Oh, well, we'll see. Maybe he'll fall out like everybody else. Okay.
CBS 2's Serene Branson is live at the Staples Center with highlights and backstage coverage we're seeing for the very first time. Serene.
Well, a very, very heavy rotation tonight. We had a very Darrison by. Let's go to Terrace Chase and look for the head of the pit.
Wow.
I thought it was something interesting, but maybe it is a migraine or whatever.
Well, she couldn't even speak.
No, she couldn't. She smiled a lot though.
Yeah. Every word that she messed up, she sure did. She had a smile for it. Every word she messed up. She was that's a glitch.
Yeah. And she would look shocked, like she was trying so hard to speak, but she couldn't.
Yes, Brent, the voice to skull. That's what Sherry was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my God, these people.
And I've experienced that a couple of times, so I'm familiar with it.
I'm personally experienced the whatever in the ear thing. I can talk about that. Just like I have something in my knee that nobody can tell me. I can't go into MRIs. I have to tell people that, but can't tell me what's in there. So I have that, and then I had something in my eye that came out, and now I have a scar in my eyeball. Yeah, so where they could put little camera devices to see what you're seeing.
Oh wow!
And it came out of my eye, hurt like hell, and I got the scar to prove it.
Wow!
In my left eye. So yeah, it seemed like they like to. My left side, my left ear, my left eye, my left knee.
Are you right-handed?
Yeah. I'm ambidextrous, actually, but
so am I.
Yeah.
I use both.
I think that's another.
Oh my gosh!
Tricky.
You run like this, huh?
No,
Chad.
You do too. Ambidextrous. I've seen them running, and on the beach, and they run everything even.
Well,
maybe
Chad,
I don't know. I never watched myself run.
Chad, I don't run anywhere.
It reminded me of the $6 Million Man or something when you were doing that. I'm like, no, I don't run like that. Maybe that's what they were trying to do, make me the Bionic Woman or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
it didn't work out.
Bionic women are out there.
I didn't get that psychic hearing and that eye, seeing. Because I used to I actually can see very far away. Yeah, that's one of my little fun talents. Yeah, and my intuition of picking up on stuff. And my friends are like, no, and I'm like, look, there it is.
My ears just started ringing. Thanks, y'all.
Tell them no consent.
I
No
know.
consent.
No
Return
consent. Get the hell out of there.
Return to sender now. I do
Get
that
out
all the
of my
time. It
ears.
stops. It works. I learned that finally. And I say no consent, return to sender now, and it stops.
You know what? Was it last week? I was laying in bed watching TV, and I was just getting ready to doze off, and both of my ears started going really loud. And I just said, you know, that's a little too loud. You turn that down, and it went down.
Yeah, but you gave him.
I was like,
shit.
What the hell?
God, turn the dial down.
It worked though.
I tell them no consent, and it happens to me when I'm out in public, and so I have to no consent, no consent, no consent. Return to sender now.
Oh my God! Shut that thing up.
Cosmic law is that you can't, if you don't say anything, you give them consent. So if you say no consent, because I ticked off some of them once. I wrote on a folder about that, and then they stole my folder, and then I could hear them in the hallway yelling about, she wrote no consent on this stuff. Yeah, I did. That's my God-given right. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Now this is our girl who does not look the same now, and she's actually kind of fallen out of the public eye. So,
and she can't dance anymore, and she used to be able to dance her ass off.
Did you notice that? I did too.
Oh, she could dance her ass off back in the day.
But not
the
anymore.
Person. It's not the same person.
It can't be.
Not Britney.
That's like if somebody says, well, this is Michael Jackson, my first thing is moonwalk.
Yeah.
Because if you ain't got that down, you get out.
Year that would test a lot of people. Illness in the family. A breakup. This spasm of publicity about what happened from Mexico to London.
It was pretty rough. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Ah, weird. Hello. Oh my goodness. Hello. Ew. Strong Britney. Yeah, it was a weird.
That was weird, Britney.
Ew. I'm embarrassed. Can we stop?
What do you think that was?
That was her sex kitten program. That was their sex kit. They have that too. The sex kitten program. And then of course she realized I'm sure that my opinion is that there was private parts that she remembers that was up in her face. And then she started ew, it touched me, gross, and started crying. Breaking
wow.
But that's a sex kitten program.
Wow.
I didn't get that one because I wasn't very nice. I was very
you weren't much of a kitty.
I know. I was a tomboy. I ain't no cat. Thank you. So I got the more tomboy, other kind of stuff.
So it makes me wonder, are these people, well, we all know that Britney was put through all of that, but some of these people that glitch out and freeze, like what Shaq did, I don't think that that's part of programming. I think that's,
Well, I believe it is. From what I've learned is that they were born into it too.
Yeah.
But they got a different backstory of the poor me, the blah, blah, blah. I came from this and that. But I've started listening and going through a lot of them. And you can't
they all tell the same story.
Yeah, and you can't get into the millionaire billionaire club unless you do something really heinous crime against a child. And that's their protocol. That's the Luciferian Satanist protocol. It's their religion. That's their belief system. That's what they are. It's in the Epstein files.
I know, and a lot of that stuff is in there about things that they've been doing.
So
let's see what this one is.
Okay. And then after that, I sent you a couple photos, and I want to talk about an actress that talks about like what you were just talking about.
Okay. All right.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. This is unreal. This is unreal. I'm supposed to start talking. I'm sorry. I'm sick. On behalf of this fearless and talented cast, we would like to thank, oh, it's so heavy. We'd like to thank Netflix, Sean, Matt, Ross, and the amazing casting director, Carmen Cuba. And I would just like to say that in light of all that's going on in the world today, it's difficult to celebrate the already celebrated Stranger Things. But this award from you, who take your craft seriously and earnestly believe, like me, that great acting can change the world, is a call to arms from our fellow craftsmen and women to go deeper, and through our art to battle against fear, self-centeredness, and exclusivity of our predominantly narcissistic culture, and through our...
Okay, what is going on with her?
She's really
Yeah. And yeah, good question. And I'm sorry the quality is so bad. I didn't know that.
No. What is she doing?
Craft to cultivate a more empathetic and understanding society by revealing intimate truths that serve as a forceful reminder.
She is having a conversation with herself in her head.
Yeah. And
you
when
can
the
see
kid
her-
was asked about this at some point in some video, and he just didn't comment. Or he said something kind, but yeah.
Did you know that they were going to name this Montauk Project, but they said no, too close to home? So they, yeah, because this Stranger Things is all about MK Ultra, all about it. Number 11 in the thing, the kids opening up portals to the underworld and blah blah blah.
And Brett, you're right. That guy was holding onto her shoulders, like,
yeah.
To folks that when they feel broken and afraid and tired, they are not alone. We are united in that we are all human beings, and we are all together on this horrible, painful, joyous, exciting, and mysterious ride that is being alive. Now, as we act in the continuing narrative of Stranger Things, we 1983 Midwesterners will repel bullies. We will shelter.
So now she seems a little normal.
No, she was going through all those emotions that she was trying to go through every single emotion. He was just saying afraid, this, excited.
And this
triumph.
guy,
I was like, whoa.
I would be like, stop touching me. What are
I don't
you
even know
doing?
who that guy is.
I don't either.
Freaks and outcasts, those who have no homes. We will get past the lies. We will hunt monsters. And when we are at a loss amidst the hypocrisy and the casual violence of certain individuals and institutions, we will, as per Chief Jim Hopper, punch some people in the face when they seek to destroy the meek and the disenfranchised and the marginalized. And we will do it all with soul, with heart, and
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
They got the
Thank
devil worshiper out in the thing. He had his horns up. Woohoo!
That guy was touching her. Why was he touching her?
He was definitely a handler physically and everything else.
And when his hand wasn't both of them on her, one was on her and one was on him. What?
Because
Stop
he was
touching people.
He was starting to. I was catching things that was telling a little too much. That if anyone has any intelligence or understanding, could get what he was speaking truth a little too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was a handler.
Oh my gosh.
Now I get why I can spot people. I just needed needed the words is what my problem was. I didn't have the certain names and words to get it. But now that I see it, it's like, oh, I cannot not see it anymore.
Oh yeah, that's who that was. He was the guy who played the doctor, Papa, whatever his name was.
Oh,
he had
that's
hair.
why
I
it
didn't
look so familiar because he wasn't in there as much. Oh, well, oh my gosh. Well, he was doing an excellent job of being the handler, Dr. Crazy.
Dr. Crazy. Dr. Crazy.
So,
All right. So let's talk about
okay.
this.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Candy Jones. Candy Jones was an American fashion model, writer, and radio talk show hostess. Born in 1925 and died in 1990. So she kind of was in that era that the MKU was going on, and she claimed to have been MKU'd basically. So she would talk about mind control in her recordings and interviews, I believe, or her book, sorry. She claimed she had no memory of certain actions. She operated under an alternate identity, Arlene, described being used as a courier, which is somebody that brings information and things back and forth, right? Without conscious awareness, and said this came from the CIA related program using hypnosis and conditioning. These accounts came out during her hypnosis sessions recorded by her husband and also later turned into material. So,
I believe this was a movie
Yeah.
that she played a giant.
mm,
The giant woman.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. And you have another picture? Is it still her?
oh, I could find more.
Well, that's not it. That's my new mouse pad for my
That's
laptop.
so cute.
That's not it. Hang on.
Look, he's staring
There it is.
too.
I know, right? This is the big ol' eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she was like a pinup girl or something along those lines. And so,
Huh. And
but
that's
she
probably-
openly talked about it. Yeah.
probably younger there, I think. Yeah, she looks like she was a lot younger there.
And I think that's what I was used for behind scenes in another whatever reality, but as a courier.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my gosh. My allergies are killing me. I'm running everywhere. Running out of my eyes, running out of my
Alright.
nose. Good God.
so I definitely feel like, especially surrounding military families and those areas that this stuff really takes place. But like you said, and Sherry, in the small towns too.
Yeah.
And to what degree and what scale, I don't know. I feel like it's most of the elite and their kids. And like that little child that I said that to me, somebody must have said it to him. And so what are they doing? Getting it to disassociate and become a sociopath, basically at a young age, and so that they can program them, probably.
No, they have like the elites, which are super rich. I mean, like million, billion, whatever. Like the Lady Max Lowen, the super elites that can travel
Mhm.
around all over the place. Then you have the other tiers, but see, then they have like down to the small communities, but they have the children that are called the expendables.
Right.
That they're the throwaway kids, and their parents could be involved or not, but they're expendable. But then there's kids that have a blood that they like to keep alive, and that will have to go through all the hunting games and through all of the other stuff. But they got like little wristbands or something that you can't kill that child. You can bring it to near death, you can't kill it because
Right.
it's important. Or if they're MKU, they are a child that they so much money into that kid. You would not believe how much money that they put into them that you can't kill their weapon, product, you know, and then they're used for carriers. They're used for secrets to go like from here to another country, person, back and forth. There's a lot of survivors that can speak many different languages. They can't remember them now, but they could. And so, you know, people are like, oh, how did they get the secrets of this place to that? Well, it was a kid that they used.
Yeah. But so, hi, Wayno. So they have these programs all over the place. So in order for them to do everything that they want to do, they just continue to pull kids in. They say, dang it, that was loud. I'm going to have to control the sound on that one. For them to do what they're doing, they just keep, and we swap kids. Like they take them from other countries, bring them here, take our kids to other countries, and that way nobody can find your missing children, you know?
I don't know. This could be drugs too, right here, but hard to say. I don't know.
Oh, this is Lady Gaga.
She could be walking through a wormhole, you know, like on ecstasy and
she is a wormhole
and Special K.
Oh
And
my gosh.
She is a wormhole.
She's a trip for sure.
but she's also MKU'd. I'm pretty sure
Oh,
that.
100%.
Without a doubt. So this could be.
And I'm pretty sure she's probably a dude. So,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I've
I
heard that
agree.
float around too, quite a bit.
Yeah. Now, if you are her manager, why would you put her in front of people while she was doing this?
I know.
I mean, why would you?
I can't even say the word. Publicity. I can't even say it.
Publicity.
Yeah, thank
Here,
you.
get some. Just stand there and fall asleep on everybody. It's okay.
I got that newscaster problem. I can't pronounce the word.
Stop pushing, boys. Dada, for 8 days, can I have one pizza, please?
You know, maybe she just really doesn't like that dress.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable. It looks uncomfortable.
Right?
She just shit herself and doesn't want.
Yeah, doesn't want anybody to know.
Oh, in a white dress. Oh, no.
Yeah. Like the bottom of it's skin tight, but then the top of it looks like a plastic bag.
Yeah, she does look like, when I first saw this, I've seen this before, I thought she was heavily drugged
Okay.
too. I
Oh
mean,
my
it does
God.
look like she's heavily drugged.
I'll have to see what the side effects of MKU is. I haven't looked into.
It has side effects.
I don't know if like wormhole or glitching of the eyes or that sort of thing, but I think
Oh, they use all sorts of things, drugs,
yeah.
coke.
But there have been people that have gone slow-mo like this and been caught on camera, huh? Like some
Yeah.
lady that was like getting out of her car or something, and everybody's like, "What is she doing?" But maybe I mean that could be like a seizure, maybe or something. But this could be, like I said, ecstasy and Special K, because that puts you in a little wormhole where you just sort of time doesn't exist. I don't know this. I just heard about it.
I bet
You
you
know,
wish
that's
you
what
didn't
it
buy
says.
anything from that guy in the corner, don't you, Gaga?
Oh my God. But you know, it's also my program's back onto the fans because they're not getting it. They don't see anything different. Maybe they think like, wow, what is this art that she's doing again? You know?
I would be like, what on the Sam Hell drugs are you on, lady?
Yeah.
You got to remember, it's a two-way street, you know, back and forth, because they got to MK Ultra the public too, so they can still buy her stuff, still pay for her money, worship her like they are.
Yeah. I mean, you got the big guy telling everybody, okay, stand back. Like she's going to do something spectacular. She could try to get in the car. That's what she's going to try to do.
Taking her long ass time to get in there.
I know, right? I ain't got this kind of time, lady. Just get. I'd shove her in there. Just get
Pick
in.
her up. She looks like a twig, anyways. I could probably pick her up and put her in there.
I'm getting squashed. Get a bit closer. You're looking at Anne.
A little bit closer. You're almost there. You can do it.
Guys, she's not going to do anything to you.
She's not going to do anything to anybody.
Bye, Dada. Well, still work for that. I love ya.
You know,
that's just pure nuts. All of them, even the people
Yeah.
out there,
It's
even
just
the
bizarre
fans.
behavior.
The fans love you.
yeah, I know, right? She looks like she really cares. Yeah, a demon in there, just not used to the flashing lights. Ooh.
She's like, "Am I there yet? Am I there yet?"
I mean,
like,
we really look. MK Ultra.
I mean, you can't.
What?
No. Go ahead.
MK Ultra is a serious thing,
It is.
and we all know that, and it devastates a lot of people and it ruins their lives. Okay, my thing is with a lot of these people in entertainment, when stuff like this is going on with them, I think their managers are handlers.
They are, yeah.
As well as probably their spouses. They probably have several. That's what keeps them. Some of their friends. You know.
Well, I've heard like they plan marry them in a way.
Yes. Yeah.
Too, because I used to think it's like, how the heck did one of them get a divorce? And next thing, look, I'm with this person. How does that happen? And it seems like within months, that they're. I'm over here with this one now. I'm over here with that, and then people go, "Oh, that's just Hollywood." Well, it seems like they set them up.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then they switch them over, like Jennifer Aniston. Wasn't she like married or with Brad Pitt at one time?
Yeah,
they used to be together, and
then
then they show her with what's his name from oh my god, and I kind of like his acting. Shit, the one that played in Waterboy.
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. Then she's sitting at a table with him.
Yeah, that was an oddball couple when I saw that. I know what you're saying. It was like, what? No, weird.
But they had one thing in common. Pizza.
Ew.
Yeah, and we all know what that is.
Well, there's a theory that she's not a she.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I have definitely heard that.
That's why she can't have kids.
Yep. Most of them, if they don't have children, that is why.
And then Phoebe that played on Friends too, because I've seen the Adam's apple.
Yep.
Women don't have Adam's apple. I'm like, oh, Phoebe.
Well, they say that in these families, these people who are rich, if you do not want to sacrifice one of your family members, then the object is to take your firstborn and switch its gender.
Like Will Smith did, like a lot of them have done.
Well, now a lot of them are doing that, or they're adopting kids and doing that too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gone haywire now.
And I mean, honestly, with the way AI is now and the stuff that they're doing with Hollywood, I don't really even think that they have a need for any Hollywood actors anymore. They just make them with AI, put them up there. That's what they're doing now. And it's probably going to end up being the same way with music people. And their concerts are just going to go to hell.
That would be holograms, because they got really good holograms.
Oh, yes, they do.
And people don't know that they just paid hundreds of dollars to go watch a hologram.
Yeah. True.
Well, and in order to do all that, you need information centers, and Ohio is a state that's in a little bit of trouble right now with that. A lot of things going on there, and then so that's something to look into. Those information companies or information centers, and the
What,
companies that want to run them.
data centers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're fighting them. I just came back from Ohio. I was down there. They're fighting against them. And
That's going to be everywhere. I mean, that's the only way we can get.
up and we got one down the road in the small town that I grew up in, the largest one. People have been fighting against it. It's not good. They're going to take over your water, and they're going to take over. They're just going to take over.
And your energy bill goes up. They're paying $700 a month for a single family home in Ohio or something like that.
Does anybody have any? Oh, let me do this because I didn't get to do it when Sherry wasn't here, but I did show Chad. And then we're going to have some final thoughts on what we're doing because our time is up. So watch, Sherry. Are you watching?
Yep, I'm watching. I'm ready.
Look. What
Check you out. You're tipping back.
I am tipping back. There's my butt.
Yeah.
Nice. So this thing is great.
That's nice.
And like I said, if anybody knows anyone that has a small trailer that they're trying to get rid of, I don't want some piece of junk like the back of somebody's truck. Let me know because I have to get a trailer for this. I can't transport it in my car. Really stinks, but
yeah,
that's the
great.
way it works.
That release off from your hips and whatnot. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty great. I like it.
You can literally kick back now.
Yeah. So, any final thoughts on MK Ultra? Well, we wrap it up. It's sad and it is still going on. Don't let anybody ever tell you that it is not. And a lot of that even is coming out in the Epstein files. There's talk about a lot of stuff in there, which I think that's one of the reasons why they're not wanting to let too much of it out because, well, every dirty little government secret is in there.
And they let it out I've been listening to other people that they let it out the way they threw it out there in a montage where it's kind of like all messed up and everything. And then they threw out some other stuff and other stuff of, and then we got the war now. And so it's like basically they're throwing so much stuff out to shock the crap out of everybody, to put them into a state of fear, to be able to program. That's what they do. You get fear base and then they program you. MK Ultra right there.
Yeah.
And confusion. Confusion's another thing too. Instead of thinking for yourself and relying on, a lot of people are relying on AI, to think for them instead of, thinking for themselves.
I'm trying to figure out what just happened over here because the whole chat disappeared. But,
I have the chat, but it's not moving.
No, yeah, well, I'm over here looking at it and it disappeared on this side. That's YouTube again. Anyways, everybody, thank you for joining us. And yeah, hi, Andres. Yeah, it did. It disappeared. Andres, it's YouTube.
Yeah, they're still here now.
Yeah.
It's moving on my end. It wasn't moving. It was like frozen.
Yeah. YouTube's been having some issues lately.
Well, they only give me, I don't know how many people you see, but I only get 5 people. Sometimes it drops down to 3. Sometimes I see 7 people. And I know there's more. I know. I can feel them.
I'm showing that there are 20.
Yeah. See, I know that. But
everybody needs to hit that like button and subscribe. If you're going to sit here and looky-loo, you can at least do that. It's free. What does it hurt?
Yeah. You push other buttons.
And I think I get it because of where we go. Because we don't only go out on this YouTube, but I have a YouTube that's just in my name also that we're out on. Plus, we're on X, we're on Trevo, we're on Twitter, Twitch. So I think that's where it all comes
over the place.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I throw us on X. We're live on X too. So
okay.
Yeah.
Hi, X people.
So, but anyways, all right, guys. Well, we are gonna go and we're going to think about what we're going to get into next because we just like getting into stuff. You know, gives Chad a reason to sit there and geek out on things. He loves it.
I do.
Keeps his mind busy.
Chad's really good at it.
I know it.
Mhm.
Every time somebody always says, "Hey, man, you think Chad can look in?" I said, "Get off my Chad." No. Siri and I have dibs.
Brenda and I will stand together arm in arm, and he's like,
right.
"No,
Get
you
off
shall
my
not
Chad.
pass to get Chad."
No.
Shall not pass. All right, everybody. Well, you have a good night. Have a good rest of the weekend. Most of you, I'll probably see you later on Abe's. Tomorrow's Sunday, so I can actually sleep in. I don't have to get up early. I have been up since 5 o'clock this morning already. So,
wow.
Yeah. God, my allergies. I'm going to have somebody come in here and just rip my house apart, wash everything, scrub the walls down, or do something. I got to figure out why my allergies have been so bad. It's terrible.
Yeah, where you're at, whatever they're.
That's true. And they've been doing that a lot out here, you know, because that sun apparently is a problem for them.
Oh, right. Got to block that sun out.
Yeah. That's why I got to take all this.
Oh, I seen a video. So they can charge you. They got some tech boys out there saying, "Oh, it'll be great because then we can charge you a couple $1,000 so you can have a speck of sun for a day."
Yeah. No. We shouldn't be paying. Look, we shouldn't be paying for water. We shouldn't be paying for electricity. And we sure as all hell shouldn't be paying to use the sun.
Exactly. But that's where they're going.
Yeah. Well, they're getting a little out of hand with that shit too.
That's where they're going.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Whoever is running this world, get back underground where you belong, you lizard. We don't even want to hear about from you anymore.
Well,
We're tired of you.
A lot of people, they just have to stand up and say no, consent, no, instead
I
of.
know, right?
But we keep on trying.
We're gonna put you out in the field just like old Yeller.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. I'll let somebody else take care of that.
Coley and I were talking about that one day. I told her, just hit him upside the head with a bat and then we'll tie him to the back of the wheelchair. I'll just pull him around.
Yeah, I can't do that either.
She says, I'm in.
I've worked too hard on myself to become a compassionate human being, caring. So I just.
Well, sometimes you just gotta unleash that. I have to every once in a while because if I don't, I'm gonna blow up because I just, you know.
I'm not saying I got an angry side.
I'm kind, loving, generous, and for some reason, I still keep getting shoved in the back and, you know, pushed over a cliff. So it's like, eh.
I hear you. I'm right behind you, actually.
Yeah. It's
probably Chad too. Pick us up and toss us
throw us away like we're garbage. You know, that's all right. I've gotten to the point where I just don't care anymore. Go ahead. I don't care. I don't need you.
Yeah, that's when they get up. They're like, dang it, it's not working. Because when you don't care.
Don't care. Don't care. So, but all right, everybody. Like always, y'all be kind to one another. And everybody have a good night.
You ever wonder what's real and what's just smoke in the wind? Down here in Texas, we've heard the whispers. They say a president fell in Dallas and the truth got buried with him. They say men walked on the moon, but some folks swear it was all lights and cameras. There's talk of secret deals in desert towns of flying saucers hiding where the tumbleweeds roll. They say the truth is out there, but out here under these white Texas skies, we know the truth ain't free. It's locked up tight behind steel doors and silver tongues. So saddle up, 'cause tonight we're diving deep. Dust on the highway, neon signs glow, stories in the shadows that nobody knows. From the